Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Hang, and right now what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna go up to people and we're gonna like literally start interviewing people about questions that you wouldn't necessarily ask. So we're gonna be asking about very like sexual questions. We're gonna be asking about very questions about like different relationships, about life skills, about just like understanding like the psychology of a human being. And like, I just want to promote this book right here, Evolutionary Psychology. It's like fucking amazing. Check it out. It's gonna blow your mind. And keep on approaching, keep on learning from people, keep on being able to go up to people, because it's a life skill set and it's something that you should internally do every single day, and you're gonna find happiness through it.
It's so funny seeing people's facial expressions like that's what I like observing. They're probably thinking, who are these crazy people?
Exactly.
Talking to a camera.
So like right now what Jasmine mentioned is like basically reactions. Like what happens is when you take a certain action, you're gonna get different reactions receiving from other people, and that in a way can help you kind of observe more about the world. And what most people do is like, oh my God, I don't want to seek attention. I don't want to seek different reactions. I don't want to be like that kind of person. But like, what you got to realize is that you just got to like allow the attention to come up to you. And that's where you can get the most learning amount of experience. Do not be afraid of attention. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's fucking do this shit. What are certain behaviors that you do to kind of test a guy to see if he's like legit?
I think if that's something that I do it unconsciously.
You do it unconsciously?
I don't really think about like, I do this, like I say something to see if he's like funny or like truthful or something. I don't do that. So it would be like an unconscious kind of thing, I think.
I don't think I like would like do anything specifically to get a certain like reaction or kind of be, I don't think I've ever done that, but yeah.
So you just do it like, oh shit, it's just like a part of who you are.
It's like unintentionally.
Yeah, exactly.
Unintentionally. I see. What's the difference between a beta male and an alpha male?
So an alpha male to me would be like a guy that's confident in who he is, but not like overly confident, not like cocky. Like confident in who he is, and like takes care of himself and can take care of others as well. And then I guess a beta male would be anyone who is less confident in themselves or can't really provide for anybody else, as opposed to like, oh well, they're really confident but they can't really like do anything else, or they're super nice but they're like really have low confidence or something like that.
Do you feel like you're being judged while having sex? Do you feel like you're constantly being judged or not?
I would say at first, like when I was younger, yeah. But like I think it also has to do a lot with like the environment that you're in while that's happening.
It has to do with the person.
The person,
if you're comfortable, that's out the window. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
How many guys have you slept with?
I've never slept with a guy.
Never slept with a
No.
guy? Have you slept with a guy?
None.
No guys?
None.
You guys 16? 15?
Yes, we're 16.
16. Awesome. Have you guys ever been in a relationship?
Not like a real one, like yet.
Not like a real one?
No,
Yeah, I have.
she has.
What determines a girl as being easy?
The things they say on social media.
And what kind of things do they say?
If they'll post and be like, it's cuffing season or
Something?
something. Yeah.
Like handcuffs or something, or what?
Like winter is like out of the holiday season. It's like when you're supposed to have boyfriends.
Yeah.
And they're like, cuffing season, why won't anyone date me yet?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Why didn't anyone eat me yet?
Date me.
I didn't hear what you said. I was like, that's legit what I thought. Oh my god. What's the biggest issue that you have with guys?
Guys will think if you hang out one time, you're gonna hang out more than one time.
Or like they'll hang out with you one time and then completely like cut you off.
Yeah.
What if the guy has a small dick? Would you leave him? Would you leave him in that situation?
Would you? Serious question.
Not if
though.
he makes really good
Yeah.
jokes.
I don't know.
That makes really good jokes?
Yeah.
I see. Would you leave him in this situation?
Honestly, don't know. Like I've never been in that situation, so I wouldn't know. So.
How many guys have you slept with?
2.
2 guys?
Yes.
I see. And what was that experience like?
Now I wish I don't want to say I regret any of it, but like I was in a relationship with them, and like now thinking back to it, I'm like I kind of wish that I didn't because I'm not with them still. But I mean, it was a good experience because I mean
You learn more about yourself.
You know, like you do learn more about yourself. Yeah.
Do you feel like your social value gets lowered when you have sex with a person?
So some people do feel like after doing like something sexual that it's like gross, but I personally don't think so. Like I don't feel that way ever. I know that some people feel like guilty. It's just like in your own mindset, people make sex be like such a big deal, and they make like our bodies like sexualized. They make it like, oh my god, like you masturbate, like girls masturbate, and it's like, yeah, they do. I think some people just don't see like sex is like a good thing sometimes. They think it's like kind of like dangerous, like it's like, you know, you don't want everyone to know. Like for some guys it's like, okay, guys can like do it with whoever, but with a girl it's like, oh, like she's a hoe or whatever. And so I think that's why people have that in their mindset, that it's like sex is this like in the closet type thing. Like you can't just like be open, like have an interview right now talking about it in Urban Outfitters. People are walking by like, what are they talking about orgasms for?
What's
like
the biggest issue that you have with guys?
I think a lot of times it's like they don't, like guys are very black and white, like yes and no. So like girls have like all these emotions when they're like wondering like, does he like me? Like, is he feeling the same way as me? Because like I feel like I have so many of these like overthinking thoughts. Like I know he likes me, but then I'm like, but does he like me? Like, you know, that's like my biggest issue is like I can't differentiate if like they want to like date me or we're just like friends or like something. Like you don't know the future with them. So that's like my biggest problem with guys is like, am I gonna date them? Because I'm probably not gonna be with them for the rest of my life. It's like, are we wasting our time just like dating people knowing that we're probably not gonna be with them forever? If people are like, oh, you're so young, like you're not gonna be with this person forever. I know people who are my age, I'm 19, getting married, have kids, and I'm like thinking, holy shit, like I can't imagine doing it, you know?
What does validation and approval feel like for a girl?
I think it's like you have to go through time realizing that validation from other people doesn't matter. Because for me, that was like a big thing where I wanted everyone to like me, and I realized not everyone's going to like me. So I kind of think you just need validation with yourself, and then you'll feel like it doesn't matter when you walk into a store and people are like, why are you talking about sex?
How do you describe an asshole?
An asshole obviously is someone who, you know, just looks out for themselves, does everything for their own gain, doesn't have any regard for anyone's feelings. You know?
I was telling him how it's like someone who doesn't respect you, and a lot of girls are kind of attracted to that. Why do you think they're attracted to that?
Attention, yeah. Attention, most likely. Sometimes someone who's an asshole can come off as pretty masculine, so that could be it.
There was girls and men, and then the men were acting like straight assholes to the women, and they liked it, like they really enjoyed it. And then he was like, what the heck, like what's going on? Like that's not how you treat a woman. Like
I want to know like why we're attracted to that. Like I don't know.
I'd like to know too.
I like to know too.
What do you think is harder, like to love someone, or tell someone you love them, or to tell someone you don't love them?
Oh, tell someone you love them? Tell someone you love them, yeah.
You think that's harder?
Yeah, putting all your cards on the table, and I mean, like, I'm not a fan of rejection, no one is, so.
Yeah, but like, how do you know if he like really like likes you or just wants something?
What behaviors do you demonstrate to a girl to show her that you like her?
Eye contact, a lot of eye contact. Try to isolate them, not in a weird way, but I mean, I try to like get them one-on-one or something. Touching, yeah.
What if you're just wanting one thing from them? How do you know if you really like, oh, he just wants sex, oh, he just like, how do you know he's like actually into you?
I mean, it takes me a while to see if I actually like a girl like that, so.
It's like disrespectful to like have sex with a girl or something, because girls are like, oh my god, does he just want me for my body? Does he just want me for this and this? I'm like, girl, you're fucking gorgeous. Like, it's disrespectful not to want your body.
I don't know, just we never really know what they're thinking, so I mean, at least I know. So
why don't guys just ask us what we're like, what we want?
What I've noticed is that when you tell girls something straight up, they're just like, and like they keep rethinking that whenever you see them again, they keep rethinking that in the back of their mind. They're like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
So you try to like,
they try to like kind of avoid you a little bit, and they're just like, oh, I don't like what he told me. Like,
the biggest issue that I've had with girls is that they always have trust issues and they want to jump to conclusions. They swear that I'm not loyal, that I'm talking to other girls, and like I just want to be loyal to just one girl. I've had 3 girlfriends.
How many girls have you had sex with?
4. Basically, when a guy sees a girl, like he checks her out, he looks at her hair, her eyes, her body, and if he sees what he likes, he's gonna pursue it. But it's not always about the sex. Some guys just want to have a girl to be loyal to, just to hold down, you know, have a good life with. They're like, oh, he's being too nice for a reason. Maybe he just wants to get in my pants or something. It's not always like that. She'll start second guessing herself, like, why is this guy like super nice? He's not like all the other guys being jerks and everything. I think they move on quick for many of reasons. 1, because they feel like they need that attention. 2, they just want to make you jealous. 3, they want to show their friends like, oh yeah, he wasn't worth anything to me. For girls, they have a lot of options because like it could be a room full of guys, and as soon as they walk in, all the attention's on her, and she's gonna love that too. But for a guy, we really have to work for that attention.
What do you think about needy guys?
Oh, not about it.
Not about it.
No.
Describe a needy guy. Like describe certain qualities. Like what's needy?
When they constantly just pick at something, they constantly just need one more thing. Like no matter what you do, you just have to like keep like complying with what they want. Sometimes you just need a guy that like knows what he wants and goes and get it, and like you don't have to do it for him.
Probably just someone that's like doesn't have to be around you 24/7. You can have breaks from them, but then like, you know, still wants you, but just not always needing to like be with you. Like they can be confident on their own.
What's your biggest issue in a guy? So you said trust. Describe trust.
Yeah. Like I have to trust him to the point where if we're on different sides of the continent, I know that he's still about me and I'm still about him. It has to like it has to go both ways.
And like I just think there's no love without trust. Like if you don't have trust in a relationship, then you shouldn't even be in a relationship, you know? Because without trust, like what is there, you know? Just like constantly, especially for a girl, you're just constantly like, oh, what is he doing? Is he cheating on me? Is he?
Because there's so much temptation.
So much, yeah. Like it's hard for a girl in this day and age.
Because no matter what guy you meet, they've had a past.
Do you find that like guys are manipulative?
Yes, absolutely.
In what ways?
Oh, wow. Like, in the way of, like, in my past relationship, for instance, I would definitely not a trusting relationship, and he would always trying to blame me, like I'm talking to someone else or I'm doing something wrong, but it was always him, and I think he would take it off himself by putting it on me and blaming me for it, and I would be like, how is this always? And then I would be actually, like, begging for forgiveness for him, you know, which it should have been completely the other way around.
Because they do it to so many girls. If you're not in a solid relationship, guys will be constantly talking to one after the other. Just like, it's kind of like they consider it like a game of numbers. Like the more you try, the more you get. So girls can't help but think of themselves as like just another number, like just the next one that if it wasn't me, if I had said no and you didn't pursue it, you would have gone straight to the next person. So like they manipulate you in like a psychological way where you're just like, if I say the wrong thing or if I say no, then it's like he's just gonna poof, like gone.
Yeah.
Like just 1 minute and they're on to the next person.
Do you find when they do that, you're actually more attracted in a way? Because it's almost like an asshole-ish behavior.
We always want the bad boys. Like it's more of like, ooh, like he's bad. Like let me try to change him. That's our goal with bad boys. We want to change them, but it's not.
You start thinking like, why doesn't he want me? And then you're like, what can I do to change to like make it so he stays? And it's like, it just gets in your head and you constantly are trying to do something different, but it never works. If it's not there in the beginning, it's not there in the end.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Like girls have their faults too, believe me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There can be some very manipulative girls.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right,
God.
tell me about manipulative girls then.
Oh God. They're the worst.
They're the worst. Girls are
so
the
awful.
worst. I think girls are almost worse than guys in ways of like if a guy has a girlfriend, the girl wants the guy more because like I'm better than your girlfriend. Like let me prove to you that I can be better than her. It's awful. Where I feel like guys have a little more respect for other guys. Like all right, that's your girl. I'm gonna back off. But girls, no. It's war.
It's like the animal kingdom.
Yeah. It's
scary. girls, they won't go for like a broad spectrum of guys. They'll set their eyes on one, and then it's like that's the only one in their head, and it's a contest, and and they'll like push and shove everyone else out of the way.
They don't care if you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, they don't care, and then it gets to a point where they start manipulating the guy and like making him feel bad and like just guilt tripping them into doing things that they wouldn't really want to do, even if they did want to be with them. It's like it's a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And I hate the way that like media and like everything in the world, it just makes toxic relationships look so good. They're like, oh
yeah, like you want like even like the love the way you lie, like the song. It's like people like want that kind of, you know, they want that like fighting and then making up, but that's toxic. It's so bad. You know?
People are mistaking like passionate relationships for toxic relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, oh, I'm constantly fighting with him. I'm constantly like, I'm constantly in like this struggle to stay with him, and they think that's passion.
Yeah,
it's not. Passion is like you're all about each other in like an equal level.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on poison dripping? So basically, what poison dripping is that when a guy shames a certain behavior, kind of makes you kind of go down as a person.
Like, don't do 50-50. Give 100% of yourself and 100% of yourself, and that's when it's going to be a good relationship, in my opinion.
I think the relationships that like work out in the end are the ones where you're constantly like challenging the other person.
Yeah.
So if you're not, then it just becomes like I'm giving more effort than you, and then it's like, what am I supposed to do? You're not giving me any effort, but I don't know. If you're not constantly like growing and changing with the other person, then it's not going to work out because you're not going to be the same person you were when you like got into marriage or got into a relationship.
Yeah.
Like for even like friendships, we were not the same people.
No. And in my opinion,
like,
it's love is like in the beginning it's a feeling, but then over time you have to choose to love that person every day because the feeling is going to fade. You know, you have to choose like I'm going to love you every day because that's why everyone's getting divorced now because I just don't love him anymore because I don't feel it. But you have to choose to love that person. You know.
If you see a girl and you like her and you want to pursue her and you put forth all this energy and you go beyond your means to prove to this woman that you are worthy of her love and tenderness, then why the next week you just act like it's nothing? Like you don't care, you don't text back, you don't answer the phone, you got a new bitch already, like what's up with that? At the same rate, it's like you're doing a lot to convince me that I should open up, I should be vulnerable, and I should let my guards down to let you get closer to me. But it's like I'm the one who's going to lose in the end because once I let my guards down and I allow myself to be vulnerable and I allow myself to be susceptible to whatever it is that you're trying to tell me, once you get exactly what it is, I don't think I need to say it, but it's like once that happens, it's like everything else just goes out of the window. So then for us, it's like you guys get mad when we don't want to give you a chance and you say like, oh, you girls, you don't give nobody a chance. You just think every guy is the same, but in reality, you all are doing the same thing. So are we wrong or are we right? But when you're not, a guy sees that as, oh, well, I'm not being vulnerable right off the bat. So some guys don't even bother to keep trying. They just give up right then and there. They're just like, oh, nah, she's too much of a challenge. But then it's like the hoes, the loosey-gooseys, those are the ones who are getting all the attention. So who's really winning? Women are always taught since we're little girls, like, sex is losing something, you know? But for men, they're always taught that sex is gaining something. So with that being said, certain people, just depending on your upbringing or your background or your morals or whichever way you think, it's like for women, it can be a bad thing. And really, it's not a bad thing. And it's so sad that there's some women who are like, well, I can't have sex with you because of this, this, and that. Okay, well, who made those rules? Was it your grandma or like who did that? Like, and I get it, like, but it don't make no sense because if men are supposed to have sex with women and men are taught that sex is gaining something and women are taught that sex is losing something, how is that compatible? Because you're always going to feel like when you have sex, I'm macho, I'm a man, I just got some tooch. But for a woman, it's like, oh, I had sex with him, he doesn't talk to me anymore, I lost something, you know? So we got to get on the same page or it's not looking good for America. Like, what's it going to be? Are we gaining something or are we losing something? The first thing she about to do is size him up. She about to be looking him up and down. She gonna check out his swag. She gonna check out his shoes. She gonna see what kind of phone he got because all these things they will tell you a lot about a person before they even open their mouth. And what all of their homeboys are gonna think like, oh, you got a bad girl, she looks good, but she's dumb as a bag of rocks. So I guess that part doesn't matter, huh?
Yeah.
So once again, back to my first question, who's really winning?
I know. Why do guys like manipulate girls?
I don't know.
Are you guys like, do you guys fight a lot? Or
Huh?
do you guys
No.
fight? No,
Not that much.
Okay, that's good.
Well, I believe love comes with trust, so I would say love.
Smart 15-year-old.